What's up, guys? I feel like I never do an intro anymore and I miss doing intros for you guys. I really wanted you to see how this wig is going to turn out at the beginning, even though you have to wait to the end to see the whole transformation, because a lot of the times I come on here and in the very beginning I look crazy. So it's nice to give you guys a little bit of motivation to continue to watch the video and see what you're going to be getting if you go ahead and follow along this tutorial. This one here comes from OMGHERHAIR. They actually sent me 2 wigs for you guys and I chose to do this one today. Stay tuned for the other. It's going to be a long, beautiful, straight 360 lace wig that I'm going to be putting out for you guys in November. But again, I'm going to be slaying this one from start to finish. You guys know I love to use my foundation as my lace tint, but today I'm going to be using this one here from the Wig Gurus, and you're going to see how it's going to come out. I did use Caramel Frappe, and then the darker one is Finest Mocha. Stay tuned to see which one worked the best and got this lace looking literally like my complexion. I did not need to add any powder or anything to the hairline to make it look good. And of course, this was a heatless hairstyle. I didn't use any heat. I also didn't use anything but except for one product, and this is mousse. I used this to style the hair as well as the baby hair, and I didn't even need to use any wax stick. So let's go ahead and jump into the tutorial, and if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed. Okay, my loves, this is the unboxing portion. This is exactly how your wig is going to come. My package actually had 2 wigs in it and a bunch of free goodies. You got your wig caps, you got your elastic bands, you got your edge tamer. You also have this cute little, I guess you would call it like a wig stand, and a couple of other goodies. And then this is my actual wig here. So as I said, they did send over 2 wigs. This here is a 180% curly bob wig, and you're gonna see me install her from start to finish. She is Remy Indian hair, and oh my god, she is so soft. It fits like a glove. I really didn't even need the elastic band, but of course, you know, I'm gonna install it, you know, just for a little bit of extra protection so it doesn't slide back. This is the cut in the back. As you guys can see, it has a nice little cut going on. And then in the back, I kind of wanted to show you guys, forgive my nape, but I just wanted to show you guys that it fits super flat on the back of my head. I do like to tuck mine under the braids. Like, you use a little comb and you just tuck it into your braids, and that's how I get mine to fit super seamless in the back. Also, the excess lace was a little bit long, so I just cut it, you know, around my eyebrows so it didn't mess that up. But step 1 is going to actually be to tint the lace. So I did purchase this product myself. It wasn't sponsored, a couple of months ago, and I do really love it. You guys know I typically will use foundation. If that's what you have at home, just use a foundation that's in your shade and buff it into the lace like normal. But for a quick switch up, I did want to go ahead and just tint the lace and treat it so that I did not have to use any products at all after the wig is installed. So I ordered I believe it's the 2 darkest shades off the website. This is the second to darkest one. I applied a generous amount and put the wig on, and honestly, it didn't make a huge difference. It was too light for my complexion with this lace. So I did go in with the darkest shade, which you guys see me kind of color match it, and you can see the true color of it on a napkin. And this one almost appeared like it was going to be too dark, but it actually ended up being perfect. And what I love about this is as I wear the wig day to day glueless with this elastic band attached, I can, you know, not have to worry about making sure the lace matches my complexion. I don't necessarily have to touch anything up if it's glueless, and the lace actually blends with my real complexion amazing. So you really can't tell here, but once I install the wig, you'll see the huge difference that it'll make. Step 2 for me is going to go ahead and cut off the excess lace. I'm using an eyebrow razor. Of course, I have it linked in the description box, and I like to use these to get a jagged cut. That way the line of demarcation won't be too blunt once we install the wig and everything is said and done. Next up, we're going to install the wig. Today we're going with a glueless install. Stay tuned. Tomorrow I will have a actual glue install coming up for you guys featuring the brand Kiss. So stay tuned for that. I don't think you guys have ever seen me use actual hair glue on this channel, so you're gonna want to watch it. Whenever you're installing your wigs, whether you're using a hairspray or whether you're using an actual glue, I always recommend that you use a blow dryer. For me, I prefer to use it on a cool setting. When you're actually using it in person, you'll find that it feels better to use it on a hot setting, but I personally find if you want a clean install, whenever I install with a blow dryer on a hot setting, I just find that the product that you're trying to bond and melt down just gets a little bit more sticky. It does something a little bit weird to the actual hair, and then on your hairline you'll have so much more to clean up. But when you do it on a cool setting, it definitely will take a lot longer to dry, but the process, the install is so much more neat and clean. It is a huge difference. Also, I find that whenever you're bonding your wig down, you'll blow dry until it feels dry, and then you'll stop and it's really not done. You want to blow dry, blow dry, blow dry until you kind of feel the wig suction on your head. If you've never done this before, then you're like, what are you talking about? But trust me, when you're installing your wig and you feel like it's dry, keep blow drying for another minute or two and you're gonna feel the difference. It makes a huge difference. Now look at how my lace is bonding down. I think it's going amazing. It is very, very seamless. I do find that the lace tint is a little bit more on the red side. My makeup kind of is not matching, but if you look at the hairline and you look at like my shoulders and my neck, it definitely matches really, really good, especially in person. Now the hairline looked really good as far as the plucking goes and what the company provided, but I always like to go in and kind of just pull out a little bit of hair so that it has my own personal touch. I want it to be nice and seamless. I like to have baby hair in the front, but I don't want the baby hair to be too thick. Now that we've trimmed down the baby hair and we've got it all squared away, I'm going to add a little bit of a mousse. You guys know I love the Nairobi, and I'm just going to form my baby hair. If you guys want me to give you guys like a step-by-step tutorial on baby hair, let me know please, but you guys can pretty much see it most of my videos. I love baby hair. It's fun to do it in different ways. Sometimes you want it a little bit uniform, sometimes you kind of want it a little sporadic. Either way it goes, sometimes all the time you want to make sure that it's not too long. So I kind of will go in and kind of swoop, and then I'll kind of see and measure what I need and what I don't need after the swoop. And that's a great way if you don't pretty much know exactly what you want, just do it. Like just go ahead and swoop the baby hair and then cut it after, or you can of course do it first. It's just up to you. Key step after you've done your baby hair, especially when you're doing a glueless install, you always want to put something around the hairline. I prefer an elastic band. It has that stretch to it that whenever you go ahead and tie it down, it still has a little bit of an elastic grip to it, so it's definitely going to help to melt that lace in. Next up is to style the rest of the hair. So I seen on Arrogant Tae's stories a couple of days ago, he was styling Aries hair with mousse, and he didn't use any water or anything. He literally just used mousse, and since then I've been doing the same thing, and it makes a huge difference. If you've been watching me for years, you know I always wet the hair down first and then I'll add the mousse. Don't dilute it, just add just mousse, and it literally makes a huge difference. I'm trying to find all different ways to get my hair, my installs, my styles similar to his, and this is one way that I definitely feel closer to him. I'm still determined to get him to style my hair one of these days, but for now I'll use all the tips and tricks he gives us on social media. I'm going to slow it down so you guys can see just how beautiful the texture of this hair is and how nicely the mousse is working with it. Of course, I have this mousse linked in the description box for you guys to check out, but you can also see there's no tangling and shedding, and everything just looks so gorgeous and natural. So here is the final reveal. Now, I know you guys have seen me do a curly hair tutorial a million times, but look how beautiful the hair came out. Thank you, Arrogant Tae, for this technique. I don't know why I've never tried to use just the mousse, probably because I was cheap and stingy on the product, but honey, you need to do this. Don't use water, literally just use mousse. And then for the days to come, you can use the water to kind of like re-wet the hair and maintain. But I love this method so much more. I'm going to go in with a concealer and kind of make sure you blend that out as well, because I did a Snapchat and it was not blended out, not looking good. But blend it out. Use a concealer to make it to where you define the parting, but blend it out. And we won't need any product for the hairline. Everything is set and ready to go. I'm absolutely in love with this hair. This is the one I've been wearing all weekend and I've been getting so many compliments. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to check out this hair. I have it linked in the description box. Also, I have a Yaki straight wig from this company that I will be putting out a tutorial on next month. Stay tuned for that. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Smooches!